Hey guys, welcome back. So now here in this session, we are going to start FISD integration. So if we talk about FISD integration, guys, this is also just like FIMM integrations. The only thing is like in FIMM integrations, we have configured what we have mapped which process P2P. Whereas for FISD integrations, which process is going to be matched here? Which process is going to be mapped in the sense configured. So if this O2C in the sense order to cash, that is going to be configured. Now the question is, what is this O2C process? It's pretty simple, guys. Now look at here, I have specified before FISD integration, we need to understand O2C process. O2C process stands for order to cash, which is an integration point between finance and sales, right? Now, actually, guys, P2P means what? Whenever we have to when B2B purchases are there, in that case, what is a business to business purchase? Then O2C process is going to be followed. In the same way, when the B2B sales are taking place, in that case O2C process is going to take place. So like O2C process, we can say it is quite opposite of P2P process. That is related to purchase, this is related to sales. Okay, look at here, it's a business process that involves sales order from customer to delivery of goods and invoicing. Its configuration touches both finance and sales on distribution module. Guys, of course, if it is going to touch a different module, then only the integration will be there, guys, or else there are multiple independent topics, in the sense independent configurations are there. Independent configuration, I mean to say we are not having dependencies on any other module. Say, for example, if you have to set up like cash journal, if you have to set up automatic payment program, if you have to set up this what to say dunning, right? If you have to set up if you're going to create the validations, if you're going to set up substitutions, so whatever till now, whatever things we have done, whatever configurations we have done, sensitive field is there. So these all activities, we are not required to be dependent on any other consultant. But here integration means, of course, we are having dependencies. And the way we have configured P2P, in P2P, what I said, guys, whatever configuration steps are there, out of these all configuration steps, like 95% belongs to MM side, because we have to, like, for testing P2P, at least what we should have, guys, we should have purchase order, right? And in order to create a purchase order, you should have material master. So in order to set up the material master, in order to create the purchase order, you should have the basic configurations or minimum configurations are required, that is from MM side. So those minimum configurations we have done to perform our testing, right? But in real time, those configurations will be done by MM consultant. Likewise, here from FISD integration, if you talk about this FISD integration point of view, so here also 95% of the configurations are going to be done by SD consultant. Since we don't have any SD consultant here, so and we have to perform our testing O2C. So for that, again, sales order is required to be created. The way we have created purchase order, here sales order is going to be set up. In order to set up sales order, we should have certain configuration, guys, right? So whatever the basic minimum configurations are there from SD side, that is going to be. So now that will be done. So here, this is an end-to-end process from customer inquiry to the delivery of goods delivery, billing, and payment receipt. Here I'll show you guys. Here we are having. Look at here. Starting from like inquiry. Okay, this is a very starting point of order to cash process. A customer inquire about the product prices, right? It does not have any impact on general ledger account and do not have any accounting entries. I'll tell you guys, forget about this one. If you talk about the normal process also, in normal process also, what is happening, no matter whichever ERPs are there, of course, if the customer has to purchase something, they are going to inquire first, right? So they are going to inquire first. In the sense, inquiry will be sent, or like by customer, and based on the inquiry, what is happening, a quotation is going to be sent by organization to the customer, right? Quotation is quotation consists of lots of details, product details, and the pricing and multiple things are there, right? So in quotation is going to be sent, and then what will happen, guys? Once the quotation is like, let's suppose if the your quotation is finalized by the customer, then these all things will come into picture, like sales order is going to be generated, then PGI, in the sense goods issues will be taking place, delivery of the goods, right? And along with the delivery, what is happening, guys? Billing, in the sense invoice is also supposed to be sent to the customer, and after certain time, after 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, whatever the agreement is there between Tata Motor and customer, as per that they are going to make the payment. So that is why I have specified here. First of all, inquiry is going to be, look at here, starting point of O2C, starting from inquiry itself. Inquiry also can be created in SAP. SAP also we can, inquiry can be generated, guys, but we are not going to see those things at all, because that is the part of core SD. Core SD module. Quotations. Quotation is nothing but the price quote given to the customer, right? Quotation can be created with reference to inquiry. If the inquiry is already created here, then what is happening with reference to create inquiry, the quotation also can be created. But as I told you, this is the core part of core SD, and also we are not going to set up inquiry and quotations and all. We can start from sales order, because these are the minimum criteria for in order to test this O2C process. Now here, sales order is just commitment of delivery of goods to the customer according to some SAP export. Sales order is actually the first step of order to cash process. Sales order can be created with reference or without reference of quotations. Now, sales order does not have any effect on general ledger account. Hence, we don't have any accounting entries here also. See, wherever the involvement of GL account is there, of course, the accounting entries are taking place over there. Now, then once the sales order is created, so sales order means what, guys? Sales order means the requirement got generated, right? Now in that case, then after what is happening? PGI, post goods issues. Now in P2P, if you are able to remember what we have done in P2P, P2P we are having goods receipt, right? In O2C, what is happening, guys? Of course, we are issuing the goods to whom? To customer. And goods receipt from where? From vendor side, right? Now, so here, so goods receipt is going to be done with reference to purchase order. In the same way here, what is happening, guys? Goods issue is going to be done with reference to sales order, right? Now, so PGI post goods issue is the step where the goods are being picked from warehouse, packed, and shipped to the customers. Customers given shipping address. Shipping address, where is this address, guys? Address is going to be specified in customer master. And there is one more thing here in FISD integrations. I think that configuration step will come, guys. We are having like this partner functions. There will be a configuration that is also going to be done by SD consultant itself. But there is certain logic behind that, because there might be chances that a single customer, has placed the what to say, order. So now here the shipping address is different, corporate office address is different, and shipping address is different. In that case, how it is going to be? So partner determination things will come into picture later. Once we do the configurations, I'll explain it, right? So now here, okay, so now here in this PGI, or so-called goods issues, here what is happening, guys? The goods are going to be delivered to the customer. And here, since what is happening, if the goods delivery is taking place, it means your stock is getting reduced. Whatever the stock is there, that is getting reduced. So if the stock is getting reduced, in that case, what is happening, guys? The stock is nothing but your asset, right? And of course, accounting entries are taking place here. So here accounting entries will be like COGS, cost of goods sold, that is going to be debited, right? What is going to be? So this is treated as a offsetting entries, because your stock is getting reduced, so your stock is going to be credited. And what is the offsetting GL against this one? So that is called COGS, cost of goods sold, that is going to be debited. And after PGI, in the sense after goods issues, of course, invoice is also going to be sent. So invoice means the billing that is going to be done. Invoice is going to be sent to the customer. Here also accounting entries are taking place, guys. So here I'll show you in that, once we do the configurations and all these things, I'll show you one by one. how it is going to happen. But of course, here integration point means we have to understand like how the where the GL account is going to be assigned here, and certain logic, because here also GL account determination is going to happen automatically, guys. In the sense, whatever accounting entries are taking place here, system is going to determine the GL account automatically. And here what is happening, whatever accounting entries are taking place here, these GLs are going to be determined from a different table. Whatever accounting entries are taking place here, this GL is going to be determined, picked by system from a different settings. Here, whenever stock comes into picture, guys, in that case, the accounting, GL account determination is going to be done from which transaction code OBYC setting. And here what is happening, guys, VKOA setting. VKOA means this is for SD. We'll see. I'll explain you guys. Don't worry. But before this VKOA and OBYC settings, we have to do multiple other configurations. This will come into picture later. Okay. At least the basic SD settings we have to do, guys. So now here, okay. Now here, if you talk about FISD integration, guys, so what is the prerequisites for FISD integrations? In the sense, like if you have to configure this FISD, in the sense like O2C configurations, right? Or if you have to perform the testing for FISD integrations, of course we have to do the configurations. But before that, what are the minimum settings supposed to be there? Let's suppose if you want to, like do the practice directly FIMM integration itself, and you want to set up a new company code. In that case, what is the minimum setting which is required, right? So I'll tell you. Now for FISD integrations here, look at here for the prerequisites for FISD integrations. Of course, enterprise structure, that is supposed to be there. Without that, none of the configurations are going to be done. Basic setting also supposed to be there. See, I'll tell you guys, whichever configurations are going to be. Let's suppose if somebody asks like, I have to set up dunning. Okay, I have to set up dunning. I have to create a new dunning procedure. Now, as a consultant, you tell me what is the minimum settings required in the system. This is how people are going to check. Okay, what kind of like how you are going to visualize this things and all, right? So I'll tell you guys, no matter whichever configurations are there, right? First thing, enterprise structure must be there. Basic setting also must be there for all configurations. And apart from this, now here we are talking about FISD integrations. So GL setting is also, of course, must be there, because GL account determinations are happening. So without GL setting, none of the testings are going to be performed, right? So these three, almost in every setting, these three supposed to be there. After that, AR setting in the sense account receivable basic settings are required, because there is a requirement of customer master here, right? Customer master can be set up only if you have AR basic setting. And then few settings are required from MM side also, and hopefully of course that will be done by MM consultant. So whatever these settings I said, these are the minimum settings, these are the minimum configurations required in your system, and then you guys can be able to perform this FISD integration configurations. In the sense like testing. Testing means first of all you have to do the required configurations, and then you can perform the testing. Apart from these are the minimum settings are supposed to be there into system, and then you can proceed for further settings. What are the further settings, guys? Starting from sales organization, distribution channel, divisions and all, these things are going to be done. Now here, so okay, so the way I said, like for FISD, even in the same way FIMM integration also, if somebody asks what is the prerequisites, again as I told you, enterprise structure, basic setting, GL setting, these are the three things which is required. Apart from this, for FIMM integrations, account payable basic setting is required. Why? Because we need to have vendor master over there, right? If somebody asks like for dunning, what is the minimum, what is the prerequisites, in the sense minimum configurations, guys? So enterprise structure, basic setting, GL setting, these are the three things required, right? And then AR setting is also required, because dunning means we are going to run this dunning. If you set up this dunning procedure and all, and then if you perform testing, that is going to be done against a particular customer master. Customer master means Of course. Now the question is, if we are going to perform directly, like let's suppose, if you have to configure dunning, right? And if you have to perform the testing, then what is the need of GL setting? Guys, someone just tell me, can we, if you have to configure dunning, and let's suppose if you have to perform testing for this dunning, right? Do we need to have this GL setting, guys? Can we do this configuration and testing without GL setting? Anyone just let me know. And if you say yes, then you have to say why. And if you say no, then also you have to say, like, you have to justify the reason. Now tell me.
We need sales account, right? When we do sales for customers.
Okay, no, I told you what I'm saying. Like, we have to do. You have to, like, let's suppose there is a requirement. You have to configure dunning procedure, right? And you have to perform testing. So now you tell me, GL setting, why it is required? We know.
Selling some products to customers, we will have invoice.
Yes,
So
yes. Selling means.
in order to post, we have to post invoice, selling sold invoice. So for that, we need GL accounts.
Okay, so of course, I'll tell you guys, if you have to, let's suppose we have configured the dunning, right? And then apart from this, like, you have to perform testing. So how the testing is going to be performed? First of all, invoice is supposed to be posted, right? If invoice is going to be posted, it is going to be posted against customer master. At the same time, other side GL is also there. So GL creation is required, right? And GL can be created only if you are having GL basic setting, right? And apart from this, if you create the customer master, there also we are having reconciliation account. Reconciliation account is nothing but a GL account, right? So GL setting is required. Okay, this is why we need to have this setting. So now, okay, so prerequisites means this is how you guys can, if somebody is going to ask anything, any such kind of questions, you can, at least you have to apply your common sense, right? And most likely, I told you the formula in every settings. Enterprise structure, basic setting, and GL setting must be there. And then after, you can think like whether it is related to AR or AP, right? In that case, you can say basic AR, basic AP. Now, okay, so we'll start our configurations here, guys. Configuration steps. So now, these all things, whatever like we are going to define here, sales organization, sales organizations, like we are having distribution channel, divisions and all, as I told you. This will not be done in real time. Like here, of course, we are going to do these configurations, right? But in real time, what is happening, guys? In real time, it is not going to be done by you people, and even like you won't be having authorizations also of these all settings and all. SD consultant will be having authorizations and all. They know the logic behind the creation of the sales organizations and all, uh, based on which logic it is going to be created, right? Because they are the expert of SD module. Still, since we don't have any SD consultant, so we are going to do these settings. Now here, so we have to start from creation of sales organization. Okay. Okay. Now here, if you talk about the sales organization, then in SD module, this is going to be set up as a organizational unit. Okay. Generally, sales organization is going to control the terms of sales, whatever sales related negotiations are there, to the customers. Uh, Generally, if you talk about like sales organizations and all, guys, it can be created geography wise, it can be created product range wise also, right? So that is solely decided by SD consultant and SD user. As per their discussions, they are going to decide like how many sales organizations are going to be set up. Now here, I have given the transaction codes and all. Here, I'll just do one thing. Let me log in here first. Okay. So OVX5 is the transaction code, right? Click on new entry, and here I'll just give TM00. Okay, now everything else, just do one thing, guys. Here I'll give currency, just save it, and give your country code. Only required details we are going to give, guys. So what we have done, we have created the sales organization, right? What next, guys? The next one is assign the sales organizations to the company code. So whatever sales organizations are there, that is going to be assigned to your company code. This is how SAP will come to know that yes, this sales organization is created for Tata Motors, right? Now, now, okay. So OVX3 is blocked by somebody. So it just go to SM12. Let me delete the lock. Okay. So now here assignment, right? Company code, and under that we can assign the sales organization. So first of all, you find your company code TM00, press enter here and select it. Look at here, and then here we are having TM00. This is what is our sales organization. Even multiple other sales organizations are also appearing, guys, and these sales organization has been created by people, but they have not assigned. That is why it is appearing, or else most likely if it is already assigned with certain company codes and all, then only your sales organization, in the sense whatever unassigned sales organizations are there, that is going to appear here. Press enter and you just save it. What next, guys? So the next setting is we have to define distribution channel. Okay, so distribution channel, that with the name itself it is clear, guys, right? Okay, so now distribution channel here is mainly defined to take care of different types of sales in a particular sales organizations. Now here we can say like, okay, how the distribution of the sales, in the sense like how the distributions are taking place. Distribution in the sense like how we are going to sell, whether it is a direct sale, whether like sales through like online sales, we can say, right? Sales through dealer or sales through the company outlets. So as per that, the distribution channels are going to be created, because if you talk about the reportings, guys, from SD side, multiple various different kind of reports are required, and as per that, what is happening? This org structures are going to be defined. So now here, distribution channel means it is going to be defined for what kind of sales are taking place. So how many distribution channel again is going to be set up, guys? That is going to be decided by your SD consultant, right? But here at least one distribution channel is supposed to be created. So I'm going to set up this OVXI. Click on new entry, and I'll just do one thing. I'll give TM here, or it's not TM, T0. Okay. You can give anything like sell through dealer. T0 is already existing, so can I give TM? This is there, this is not there, so give TM. Okay, any 2-digit code can be given, guys, and it will not allow you more than 2-digit codes will not be allowed here for distribution channel. That is the maximum length of this distribution channel, only 2-digit code. Okay, or else like direct sale, or even you can keep the name of your organization also. Any descriptions can be given here. Now, what next? So the next one is, okay, so now here we have created the distribution channel. Now distribution channel is supposed to be assigned to your sales organization. Look at here. Okay, so assign this sales organization to distribution channel OVKK. OVXK is the transaction code, right? So I'll just do one thing. Okay, for this the path is also there, guys. I have repeated all several times. Whether you follow path or transaction code doesn't matter, because none of these things are going to make you a perfect consultant. Anyway, in configuration document you'll be having path also. Now here, so sales organization, control F, and our sales organization is PM00. You press enter here and select it. Click on that, and then you click on assign. So here what is happening again? So here we have to search our distribution channel. It's taking time, guys. Might be server is slow or it's gone. I don't know. I think I'll have to relog in. Okay, still. So I'll relog in, guys. So this is my sales organization. Click on assign. And here TM, right? So you have to come down. Okay, so somewhere here it is. Select it and save it. So what we have done, guys? Okay, so we have done the assignment. We have assigned this distribution channel. Now, then what we have to do, guys? We have to define division also. Now, division can be set up product range wise, or there might be some other criteria also. So we'll define this division also. Okay. See, under a particular product, it can be segregated in multiple divisions also. That's what I'm saying. Like it can be created by product range wise, or might be some other logic also will be there. So it depends upon situation, guys. Right here, like whenever the discussions are going to happen, whenever the requirement gatherings are going to happen, so SD consultant is going to uh, uh, discuss with whom? They are going to discuss with the sales department, right? So as per their discussions, they are going to decide how many sales organizations are going to be created, how many distribution channels are going to be created, how many divisions are going to be created, how many sales groups are going to be created, how many sales offices are going to be created. But these sales offices and all, this is not a required configuration. That is why I'm not going to set up these things. Whatever the required configurations are there, that is only going to be done from SD side. And then our part, we need to understand GL account assignment. Okay, and during transaction posting, how the account determination is going to happen, that we need to understand. So now here we have, okay, so what we have to do, guys, we have to define division as well. OBXB, press enter here. click on your entry, and I'll just do one thing here. For division also, I'm going to give this TM code itself. Somebody has already created, right? So I'll just do one thing. I'll check it. So I'll use this one itself. You can give a different code, but since I have given distribution channel, I have given TM. So this one also I'm going to give. Okay, let's save it. I'm going to give this TM itself. I'm going to use. Okay, so what we have done, we have defined the divisions also. What next? Okay, so next one is we have to assign this division. Again, this division is also supposed to be assigned to sales organization. OVXA is the transition code. Control F. Give your sales organization. Select it, and then under that you have to click on assign, and here we are going to assign the division. So again, you have to come down, guys. Here TM means here it will be somewhere. So here it is. Select this division and press enter and save it. So we have defined sales organization, distribution channel, and division. What next, guys? The next one is creation of sales area. Set up sales area. What is the sales area, guys? Sales area is going to be, it is the combination of what? Sales organizations, distribution channel, and division. Let's suppose under one sales organizations we are having two different distribution channel and two different divisions. Then what will happen? Then multiple sales area can be there, right? Sales area means combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Let's suppose TM00, this is your sales organization. Under that, we are having TM, this distribution channel, and division is again TM, right? And then what is happening, guys? We are having, like, let's suppose TX and TX. Then what is happening? If you talk about the sales area, this combination, and again this combination in the sense this one, and this one. So now here, sales area is nothing but the combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Since we are having only one sales organization, one distribution channel, and one division, so that is going to be interconnected here. How? Use this transaction code OVXG, and here Control F. So this is our sales organization. You select it, and then under that, first of all, we have to define distribution channel, and under that we have to define division. So click on assignment here, assign it. I think again, is it gone or what is happening, guys? It's taking some time. Okay, let me do one thing. I'll create one more system. OBXD. So it is already blocked by my user ID itself, and here it is. So I'll have to do, so I think it is hanged. We'll do one thing. I'll exit, in the sense here, I'll log off and I'll log in again. Might be some hanging issue is there, guys. So we'll have to re-log in. So here we are having OVXD transaction code. With that, we are going to set up sales area, right? Our TM00 is our sales organization. You just click here and then click on assign. Wait, here click on assign. So assign this TM, and again select this one and click on assign, and again TM, and save it. So now we have set up the sales area, right? What next, guys, apart from this sales area? Now, so we are having some other settings here. Let me check. Assign sales organization distribution channel to the plant OVX6. These are the required setting, guys. That is why we are doing these things. And I don't know whether again it is why it is having you know. So again the same issues. No, now it came. So you control F. Now here TM00, that is our sales organization. So you double click on that and click on assign. So your plant is already created, guys. During what? During your FIM integration. So it's taking too much time, guys. I don't know why it is taking this much time. Generally, it should not take this much time. Okay, so now TM00. Here it is. Press enter and save it. Okay, so now here we have assigned sales organization distribution channel and division to the plant. Then what next, guys? The next one is, I think we have to define shipping point. Point might be, yes. We have to define the shipping point now. So guys, if you talk about the delivery, then deliveries are going to be initiated starting from where? It is going to be initiated from a particular place, right? Or else a particular warehouse, or else a particular depot, right? So this can be created as a shipping point. Okay, wherever the warehouses are there, will be created as a shipping point, since the delivery will be taking place from there itself. Now, so and with reference to the shipping point, the loading points are also going to be created. So you just do one thing. TM00 I'm going to give, and give a calendar here. That's it. Save it, control H, and again here country code I'm going to give, because that is a required field. Okay, so now here we have created what? We have created shipping point, right? Then we have to define loading point also, and loading point is going to be created with reference to this shipping point, right? And one more thing, guys, a shipping point can have like multiple loading point. Okay, so now we just, what is the transition code for loading point? Let me check it. OVX7. So look at here, shipping point is TM00. Here I know that you guys will be bit confused about this logic behind the creation of these all things. But as I told you, if in order to understand logic and all, you need to have a proper understanding of SD module, right? Lots of things are there in SD also, guys. Huge and huge things are there in SD. huge and huge things are there in MM. That is why what is happening, like initially once I get the inquiry from candidates, they says like I can learn SD also, I can learn MM also, I can learn FICO also. I'm having plenty of time. I says guys, if you are going to learn FICO itself, deeply and all, then 100% jobs are there. No need to concentrate on SD and MM because it is impossible here, right? Lots of things are there in MM. Uh, Once they start doing configurations and all, then people come to know. In FI itself, huge and huge things are there. That is also almost we can say endless, right? Now, so okay, click on new entry here. Loading point here also I'm going to give. Two-digit code will be given. Responsibly you can give loading and just save it. So now here, what we have done, we have created a loading point also, right? Now, then next one is we have to assign this shipping point. We have to assign this shipping point to the plant. Okay. So use this transition code and now so you just control F and here you have to give your plant code. So TM00 is our plant code. Double click here and select this one. In the sense you need to click here and then click on assign. Shipping point even is also having same code. TM00 itself. You just come up. TM00, select it and press enter and save it. So now what we have done? Okay. So we have assigned the shipping point to the plant, and then the next one is shipping point determination. Okay, shipping point determination is going to be how system is going to determine the shipping point and all. Again, for that one, what is happening, guys? Certain combinations are going to be specified here, and that is coming from customer master, material master. The transaction code was OVL2, I think. Let me check it. Yes, OVL2 is the transaction code. Okay, it is logged by me in the sense here. I'll have to use this OVL2. Okay, so just click on new entry and here. Okay, shipping condition will be what, guys? Shipping, we are going to assign the standard one. Here, if you talk about shipping conditions, give I think 01. Okay, loading group standard itself we are going to use. Okay, and so shipping condition is going to be determined from customer master. This is going to specify in customer master under sales area data. This loading group is going to be determined by system from material master. Apart from this plant, you have to give TM00 and then preferred. If this is the combination, then what is the preferred shipping point? TM00 itself. We are having only one shipping point. So you give this code here. Now, then what next? Then we are having another setting called maintain plant parameter, guys. This is also a mandatory settings, but this one we have already done during FI MM integration itself, so no need to do this settings. In the sense, this step we are not going to follow. Okay, and this is going to be done by whom? It will be done by your MM consultant. You get your IMG, then this is material management, right? And for this one, sales and distribution, right? This is coming from SD side and this is from MM side. So now here, this is not required. This is already done during FIM integration itself. Now, then what next, guys? The next one is we have to do pricing procedure. We have to set up the pricing procedure again, determination of pricing procedure. Certain combinations are there, guys. Based on that, system is going to determine the pricing procedures and all. If you talk about the pricing procedure from SD module, this is called heart of what to say SD. For SD consultant, most of the questions are going to be asked by people. How people will come to know that you are having a perfect understanding about the SD module. So they're going to ask multiple questions from pricing procedure. But again, as I told you, this is also we are this pricing procedure we are going to set up. We'll use the standard. We'll copy the standard itself, and we'll set up our pricing procedure and we'll proceed further. But those settings are going to be done in next session. So that's all in this session, guys. Whatever remaining configurations are there, that is going to be done in next session.